train just started going past. I just feel like it's time. It's time for something. Something's happening. Oh, we're getting cards. And then this one. Okay. This is going to be a reading on there's a lunar eclipse in Pisces, I want to say. Full moon, lunar eclipse. Let's see what's going on. I just feel like, two sun cards. This is a Magic the Gathering deck that I use as oracle cards, but just like really, really good vibes. Like I just hearing the sun will come out tomorrow. I think more is about to happen in these fall months than has happened the whole rest of the year. And there was this like incubation period, a rest period. I'm even seeing someone sort of like drying out in the sun, specifically from the ice. It was like a thaw needed to happen. And now we can move forward a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, I think like I can see someone like looking in. So this is they're looking in on, this is like a bloody scene. We're not using the cards for what they really are. I'm gonna tell you what they mean, okay? But I see this as like you, and you are looking in on the past, like looking back at who you had to become in order to be who you are now, who is really wonderful, who's doing a great job. And I think a lot went into it that was really difficult at the time. And sometimes when we're going through a difficult time, we're not like, oh, I'm getting stronger. We're like, this sucks. Like, when is this going to be over? But afterwards, and I'm even feeling like this might have been, and this is again, Saturn's influence, Saturn in Pisces, that's been going on. It's going to keep going on a little bit more. That's this last push for the rest of the year. I think it doesn't go back into Aries until like February or something. So even in through the new year, there's a look back. Where are we at? Oh yeah, there's a look back at everything that it took. But there's going to be either some sort of inciting incident which will allow you the ability, or like, you know what, sometimes someone comes into your life and they remind you of who you used to be, and you're like, oh, that's how I was coming across. We're like, that's what was going on. Hi, Normie, my cat. Something like that will happen. Either a person will appear or a plot line, and it'll allow you to see that you're different than you were and exactly how far you came. I think too, so we have these, I see these as like two suns. So maybe you're like a Gemini sun, like two suns revolving around each other, or there's just like another person in your life who's just like really instrumental, I'm hearing, in all of this. Or, you know, maybe there's some sort of like divine, you know, like maybe you feel like you have two sides of yourself and those sides are really like working well together or something like that. Yeah, because they're not even the same. They look the same. I thought they were the same at first, but they're not. They're slightly different settings, but there's like twins or Gemini or something like that. Interesting. I heard someone say that Pisces is often like dual-minded and wants to go in two different directions. I'd never heard that before, but maybe you've made your mind up, or you found out you can do both things at once. I don't know. Also, if you hear a plane, I'm under a flight path, and every time that I try to figure out how to edit videos, the quality when they get to YouTube isn't good, so we're just gonna be sitting under plane noises, or whatever noises happen in the neighborhood. I think though too, this Sphinx, so that we have a Sphinx and then an Archangel, and this Archangel is like really shiny, is different from all of the other cards in this deck. I mean, I assume it's kind of like any card game where they have like the shiny version, like the Pokemon Charizard or whatever. Actually, I knew people who got engaged that way. Instead of exchanging rings, one of them got the other one a Pokemon, like a shiny Charizard. So I think too, the reason this is coming up, anything that comes up in a reading is supposed to be talked about. There might be something that's like really unique about you, or the way that you want to go through a commitment or a change or whatever it is that's happening is like the shiny version of that, and whatever that is to you, because it's not going to look the same. But for some reason, yeah, like you're not like a diamond it's funny. It's like, you're not like a diamond in the rough. You're like not even a diamond. You're not even, that value system doesn't even apply to you necessarily. And so when we have this Sphinx here, a Sphinx is a riddle. There's a riddle that each of us contains within our soul. It's like this curiosity that we have to solve the riddle of ourselves will allow us to also unlock the riddles of the external world and society and basically anyone else you might run into. And because of that, you've been able to see like, oh, I am a shiny, like I am a special edition, and there isn't anybody else like me. I just saw interesting though, but there is someone who's like you. I just saw it wasn't a bee, it was like, I can't remember what they're called. And it's like a type of wasp that looks like a bee, or it's like a type of fly that looks like a bee. It's the same thing. It's like these are these two suns, like these two, there is someone like you. But I don't think you would have noticed that or known that or been able to propose with your shiny Charizard card or like whatever it is that like you two have in common that like only the two of you are going to be stupid giggling about together. Like you would if you hadn't solved the Sphinx riddle within yourself, but they have as well. Yeah, I'm even seeing, you know that emoji where it's like the twins in like, I think they're in like bunny costumes and they're like, ah, and they're like at a dance class, ah. It's like twins. So yeah, it's sad. Like it's sad that you have to look back on what you had to get to. But you, yeah, have this like, I'm getting like best friend vibes. So like maybe it is like, oh my God, you know what's so fun is when you have a coworker who you love. Maybe you're getting like a coworker and you're just like, ah, besties. Or like, I don't, or like, yeah, maybe it is like a romantic thing, but there is someone who you're like, oh, I'm just like you, you're just like me. It's da, da, da. I don't know, whatever that song is. It's obvious to see. Oh my gosh. So that's really cute. So this is like its own little mini reading. This is like on the aside I'm getting the vibe of. And so now we're going to do more for this eclipse. Maybe, no, because it's two suns. Because an eclipse would be a sun and a moon, but we got two suns eclipsing each other maybe or something. Some sort of eclipse metaphor, I don't know. I think this person though is like, I don't know, we'll find out. That's like a side note though. A totally separate message. Did I even give I tried to record this one other time, so I can't remember if you want a reading, my info will be below. I don't know if I said that. Oh, interesting. Wait. Okay. I think this is more about like, it's your own personal journey. This other person who is there is going through a similar thing on their own, but what each of you are doing, you're both champions, and it's like your time is up, your fate is up, destiny is here. There's a little bell that's like ding, 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 next, and they're calling your number. And this other person has the same number as you. You're both you're like, but they called my name, and they're like, that's my name. And you're like, how can that be both of our names? Jingle Jimer Schmidt, and his name is my name too. What is that? You know what I mean? There's like some poem. Anyway, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, his name is my name too. Yeah, you get the gist. So anyway, but I love this card, this Vanish into Fable. This is kind of like people are gonna write, like it's written in the star, it's written in blood. It's written in your DNA. It's like how your personal astrology chart interacts with this eclipse season. Pisces and Saturn and Pisces. My cat just climbed a tree and jumped off. She did a little parkour. Yeah, there's like, woo, good vibes. Yeah, like this is a part of the picture of you and it's destiny. And I'm even seeing this as the blood. Ooh. So there's a bloodline. Stay in the yard. She's getting a little crazy right now, but the vibes are high. We're chilling. But yeah, like stay in the yard. Interesting. Stay in the yard. I think this like maybe creates boundaries for what is even possible for your lineage, for your kids, or even it's interesting because when you heal your bloodline, they're not like, you're not just talking about your kids. It also really helps your parents or anyone who is biologically related to you. there are certain, like, that is a really special dynamic. And so maybe this like twin sons or something is like literally like twin sons, like twin boys that you were going to raise, or like it is about like two children who are similar, or like you and a child who is very similar. Something like that, like you're just like you, I'm just like you, you're just like me. It's clear to anyone who can see. So this is another message, and I feel like there's like a third message. This is a really different reading than I feel like. I wonder if it's because it is specifically for this event and not just like a general vibe, but there is almost a like, oh, because it's Virgo season, duh. So it's a little like, okay, it's gonna go like this, and there's gonna be 3 parts of this, and blah, blah, blah. A little bit structured. And maybe that is, there's this fated, there's like maybe like a series of astrological events. Yeah, hour of glory, like a specific time. I think it's difficult for tarot readers or who, you know, like psychics sometimes to pinpoint the hour that something is going to happen, but sometimes astrologers can. They'll be, or they can get pretty close, because they're like, well, I can see in your chart, which is a space-time and place, like I can see this is happening, and like this transit is happening, so like whatever, here we go, your Amazon order is on the way. I just saw them, so literally they're on their way. Okay. Ooh. We have another Sphinx. There's like big riddles. I feel like you're a time traveler. You're like someone who likes the riddles of life, or like really likes the path. Like in order to know spiritual secrets, you have to really like it. And you have to kind of get a thrill out of being like, so thrilling, so terrible, so alive, so like everything, all of it. You have to be able to hold even the grief in order to also know these like exciting divine secrets. But that's beside the point. It's almost like the Citadel, your safe space, is getting word. There's a riddle or something, and this unlocks, it's kind of like a Pandora's box situation here. And this, it's go time. Like this like demonic rising is being released at a certain time, and even this might have to do with like global events or something. Like this is the time that this is happening. It cannot happen at any other time. It's happened before, it'll happen again, blah blah blah, but like with different people, that whole concept. But like this is when it happens now. This is one of the times that this thing gets released. Pandora's box is open, and it's like go time for you, for everybody really. But there is something about like you getting triggered. You're on this path of destiny. You're like a champion. It's written in your bloodline. It like heals everyone who's related to you, blah blah blah. But then there's also, yeah, little Nori, my little companion here. Like you have a friend. You've got like a friend. There's one person in particular who is like your buddy through all of this, and they are like, you are the same. Well, you're not the same, you're individuals, but like you're on the same path. You're walking the same path. Yeah. And you have this like unique thing about the two of you share, that like you're like, oh my god, I love Pokemon, you love Pokemon cards, I do too, like I remember from my childhood. Like this will bond you and allow you to, you have like something similar in your background as well, which will allow you to, you answered the question in the same way. Like you answered the divine question which was posed to you in the same way, which is why you're paired together, which is like how we even know that you're twin sons. Like you're the Gemini twins here. One of you is immortal and the other one is mortal, and yet you have chosen to bind your storylines together, and it changes you. Amazing. We love to see it. Yeah, angel. We have 2 angels here too. This angel that you came from was a dark angel, but the angel that you become is a light angel. See how different your past is from your future. What else is there to say, really? That was great. Cool. Well, very exciting. A lot going on during this eclipse. Yeah. Love you. Bye.